Hey guys, Marble Tyler here, and I'm back doing another little quick video. I haven't posted in a couple days, but I'm actually trying to prepare content later, closer to the Battlefront actual launch. So, a quick little video today. I want to talk about the tweaks and changes that need to happen for Battlefront 2. I mean, these things, maybe they don't need to happen, all of them, but there's some of these things that have to get done if you want this game to be really good at launch. So, first and foremost, they already have confirmed some of the changes that are going to happen. Like, first of all, the Flame Trooper from the First Order sucked in the beta. Completely useless. Like, why would you pick him? But he's going to get a buff. I don't know what the tweaks are going to be, but that makes sense. The Specialist had an ability, the Infiltration ability, that's going to get changed. Strike is going to be changed to a best of 3, most likely. And I think it's more of a, they need the maps to be changed. Or that map needs to be changed, more or less. Teamwork is already confirmed to have, be changed, the squad play and all that stuff. They're going to be tweaking it, changing it, making it a little more dynamic so you can actually play with the squad and there's actually a purpose for playing with your squad. And then, of course, everyone on the internet's talking about the loot boxes. The loot boxes already have some changes coming. Some good things, maybe not enough, but we'll see when the final game releases. But anyways, guys, here are the things that I think need to change or maybe should change. And so, first and foremost, the point system. I feel like it could use some tweaks. I mean, really, like, the heavy class gets the most points. There's no way around it. They get a lot of points. They put a lot of damage out. So maybe it's just my playstyle, but I feel like the other classes maybe need a buff in what they do to get more points. Obviously, the heavy gets a lot of points because of kills. I mean, first and foremost, that gets you points, and there's no way around it. But maybe giving the other players some support buffs or something like that. Just something to let them get more points. Because if I want to be a hero, I know I want to go play a heavy so I can get a ton of points. Second of all, I know a lot of people are like, it sucks for people that aren't good at the game to play heroes because they don't get that many points. Do not change that system. I think the system is great. The idea behind it is great. And I don't think, changing the point system and how you get a hero should be changed. But instead changing how you get the points so that novice players can get more points, more or less. I don't think you should ever, right now, unless it's obviously heroes versus villains, a big difference. But when it comes to getting the heroes, keep it at that point limit. Like, do not make it super easy to become a hero because then we're going to have a Battlefront 1 all over again. Making the objective points perfect. They were pretty good in the beta. I felt like if you played the objective, you could score just as high, if not sometimes higher than the, high kill players. Maybe tweaking them slightly. I don't know the stats. I'm not, reading all the beta information. Let them, tweak it and make it whatever they need to do so that you get the perfect amount of points for playing the objective, especially for the novice players. This is how you help them get to be a hero. The next thing, I would like more players, and maybe that's just me. I love 64 players in Battlefield. This will not happen. I mean, first and foremost, it will not happen. This is me just having high hopes and dreams. But yeah, more players, I feel like, generally involves more action, more combat. You get into the game faster. Obviously, the maps have to be built for it, but it doesn't seem like Battlefront 2 isn't built for it. I mean, obviously inside the cathedral and inside the palace at Naboo, yeah, 64 players would be it's already insane. It'd be awful if there's 64 players. But outside, on that big battlefield, no, I feel like 64 players is a pretty good number. And I feel like that would be awesome. And if they had more conquest-style modes, like the classic Battlefronts or Battlefield, I feel like 64 players would be the way to go for those game modes in specific. Up next, I want to see more customization. I don't mean skins on the guns. I mean, absolutely not. But I want to see, I want to be able to change the color of my Stormtrooper. Not to something that wasn't in the universe. But we had blue, we had red, we had all white, we had different colors. I want to see different emotes. I want to see, different styles that were in the actual era. I mean, obviously, you got to make it Star Wars. You got to make it look canon, which is totally fine. I'm not knocking that whatsoever. But let me be able to change between the canon. I mean, obviously I don't want a Stormtrooper in the Clone Wars era, but there were a lot of different types of clones. Let me change between those. I mean, obviously you want to keep a certain look for each class, but I want that variety. It adds more progression to the game and more customization for me, so I can choose who do I want to be, what kind of trooper was I. And then, of course, back to the gun customization. No skins, but yeah, I want to be able to customize my gun a little bit more with the attachments, even if it's something that's like, yeah, there's an internal attachment, quote unquote, you don't actually get to do anything with the, the look of the gun or anything, but it changes the gameplay slightly. Maybe you can zoom in a little bit more when you aim down sight or something like that. Just some more customization, because again, that adds more progression, that adds more options, and ultimately that's what I feel like I want. I want to be able to do stuff, and I want to progress in the game. Battlefront 1 did not have that whatsoever, and that sucked. I mean, it really did. Obviously, with this whole progression system, it's very challenging because we're dealing with the loot box system. Is the loot box system? How's that going to work? I like the changes. I like the idea of, hey, you have to do these assignments, quote unquote, assignments, to get these guns. I'm all for that. Make them reasonable. Make them doable. Make a couple of them challenging and entertaining and something fun, something you want to go out and do. Be like, I want to get all the guns, and that's going to be, 15 hours of, hey, I'm going to be doing this and this and this. Don't make it obscure. Let us actually play the game mode. Let it be, so many kills with a gun, or so much with this, or so much with that. Make it something entertaining to do, not, hey, get 10 tripwire kills or something like that. Obviously, no, don't do that, please. But yeah, overall, give us some assignments to do, some ways to unlock things. Maybe tie them to the loot box, or make it, when you unlock this gun, then in the loot box the attachments start appearing, and the, skins for the trooper or something like that. Like, make it so once you complete these assignments, more items are in the loot boxes. Because obviously they already said there will be duplicates, especially when you can't get anything else. There will be duplicates that turn into crafting parts. Make some of the loot box stuff, behind these assignments. Don't make it so much that it's like, oh, why did I even bother? No, I mean, make it balanced, make it fair. I mean, DICE, you have a big challenge on your plate. Do it right. That's really what we want as players. But yeah, guys, I don't know how long this was. I'm hoping it was fairly short for you guys. Check back to STG for all kinds of Battlefront 2. Super excited for the game. We're just looking forward to playing it once it finally comes out. Check back to STG, and we'll see you next time.